Hello, wonderful human beings. Today I'm going to be walking you through my hair care routine, everything that I use from start to finish, and how I achieve this look, which is kind of like my signature go-to daily hair look for just every day and also for events. It's a pretty low maintenance routine and perfect for long, thick hair because my hair is super thick and really, really long, and I thought it would be easiest to describe how I do my hair in a video. So let's get into it. Before we get to styling, I figured I would explain the products that I use and what my hair routine kind of looks like, because I feel like it all starts with the wash and the dry. This is what my hair looks like when it's air dried. I personally never really blow dry my hair. I don't know, I have so much super thick hair that I feel like when I do blow dry, my arms end up hurting. Never fully dries, and I feel like I'm adding so much more heat to my hair that I don't need. So I'm personally a nighttime shower girl. I like to wash my hair at night, and then I go to bed with it kind of like damp-ish. When I wake up, it's dry, but sometimes kind of dries in weird shapes because I'm going to bed with it wet. Right now, it's looking a little straighter than normal because I had it in braids, but typically my hair is a little wavy naturally. It's definitely not curly, and it's not necessarily frizzy, but it's just very thick and heavy. Like the amount of hair I have is pretty ridiculous. I break a lot of hair clips and I go through so many hair ties in a month. As far as products I use, I keep it very, very simple. I'm a very low maintenance girl when it comes to like hair stuff especially. To be honest, sometimes I don't even brush my hair, which probably isn't great, but this is what I use for shampoo and conditioner. I really like this brand, Amika, and this used to be all I used. I recently started incorporating a couple more products because my hairstylists were advising me to do that. But on a regular day, if I don't have like an event or something, just shampoo and conditioner. And if I'm not using this one, then I'm using this one from Rawa. It smells so good, I'm addicted to it. The Rawa Classic Shampoo, it's got Palo Santo oil that's ethically sourced and it smells amazing. And both of those brands are clean hair brands, so love them both. I have some other stuff in my shower that have been sent to me to try, but to be honest, I just always go back to Rawa or Amika. Now, occasionally, but not often, I'll use a scalp scrub, and this is just after I feel like I've put a lot of product in my hair. Like I said earlier, I'm just not really a fan of putting products in my hair. Like I don't really use heat protectant or styling products, but after travel or events, when I do use hairspray and stuff, I feel like I need a good scalp detox, so I'll use something like this just to like really get in there. After I shampoo and condition my hair, I'll let it air dry for like a couple minutes while I do like body lotion and all that. Then I'll brush with this brush, which has like metal bristles. I'm obsessed with this brush. My friend Mayu got it for me, and it has been life-changing because I have such thick hair that when I brush my hair, most brushes can't actually get to my scalp. This one just feels so good. It like gets deep under there, especially the back of my scalp and the lower part of it. I feel like I can't always get in there because I have so much hair. This brush, amazing. So I brush my hair once, that's it. Go to bed, wake up, and then my hair looks like this. On days where I'm not filming or going to an event, I might just leave it at that. But now we're gonna get into the styling. So for my signature look, which I feel like is kind of a beachy, loose wave, this is what I use. It's the T3 Micro curling iron with a clamp. I used to use one without a clamp, and I think that ones with a clamp make all the difference in terms of styling. This is how my hairstylist Alex taught me how to curl my hair. I think I do it a little differently than he does, but this is my everyday. Get one with a clamp, and this is a 1 1/4 inch barrel. Okay, let's plug this in and get started. I usually put it on 2 out of 5 because I feel like it's just so hot. And even so, you gotta be careful with this one because I've burnt my face multiple times, my neck. First thing I do, because I have so much hair, is I section it off. I usually just use a hair tie, and then I'll go in over my ears, but then drop down a little bit lower to pick up the majority of my hair. So this is like 75% of my hair. See how much hair I'm holding already? This is like a full head of hair, basically. And then I just get it out of the way, and I'll usually put it in like a bun on the top of my head. So things are gonna look a little crazy to start, but just trust the process. Then I will separate my hair into 2 parts, split it to be on each side, and then these are the pieces that we're working with. Before it's curled, I keep the hair pieces in front, and then as I'm curling, I throw those pieces in the back so I can keep track of what's been curled and what hasn't. The curling iron is ready. I'm gonna do my best to explain this. I am probably gonna split this into 2 pieces. I'm gonna start with the back piece first because it's easier to throw over my shoulder when I'm done with it. And then this is the motion that I do with the clamp. So for my right side, the clamp is gonna be facing up and outwards, and I'm gonna put the clamp underneath the hair. And then I'm gonna flip it towards myself. So you wanna start at the top, even though I feel like we were taught to start curling our hair at the bottom. Start at the top, unravel a little bit, loosen the clamp, and then slide the hair down. Does that make sense? Pull this piece off, then slightly loosen my hold on the clamp, slide it down, and then roll back up to get any pieces that like maybe I missed with the tool, and then repeat. And then at the end, oops, I let this one go. At the end, I like to pull it straight down so it's a little straighter versus curly, and then throw it over my shoulder. We'll do it one more time. Curling with the clamp part underneath, and then pulling towards myself, but kind of like upright, if that makes sense. I'm so bad at explaining, I'm sorry guys. Twist, loosen the clamp a little bit, and then you kind of twirl it underneath. Be careful not to burn yourself. Loosen the clamp and pull down and roll back up. So you're never missing any part of the hair this way. And this is especially important if you have long hair, because if you do that thing where you start at the bottom and roll up, your hair is gonna cover it to the point where you won't be able to get everything. Okay, at the end, just pulling straight down. I like it a little bit more loose versus like super curly Q, but obviously do what you like. And now the left side of my hair, this was hard for me to learn and figure out, but splitting it in two again, starting with the back piece. This time the clamp is gonna be on top because I'm right-handed. So the clamp part is gonna be on top, my hair is going this way, and then I'm rolling outwards away from my face. It's the same motion. It feels kind of funny at first because you have to get used to it using like your other hand, but same thing, we're gonna pull that top piece off, open the clamp a little bit and roll it down, twist it up, and then at the end, just pull it down. Pulling away from me, letting go of this top piece, continuing to twist, roll up a little bit. Once you get the hang of this motion, it becomes very, very easy to do it on autopilot. Like at this point, I can do it without really thinking about it. Now we got that first layer done, all the pieces are chilling in the back, cooling off. Gonna undo this bun, but don't let the hair go. Guys, I'm not exaggerating when I say I have so much hair, by the way. So I'm gonna hold onto the top hair and then kind of slightly go a little higher on both sides if I can, using one hand. And then hold on to this hair that you've just pulled out from the bottom, put it in front, and then secure the top again. I guess if you don't have as much hair, it won't be difficult, but this is the hardest part for me, just keeping my hair separate. So now all the hair's on this side, we're gonna split it into two down the middle again, half on the right and half on the left. And then we're just gonna repeat the process. So at this point, we're gonna try and reserve the crown part of my hair and then split this into two even, because this is the most important part. The face framing pieces of hair are gonna be the most important. This hair is gonna be now separated into two once again, and repeat. Last little bundle and section of hair, this is the most important because you do need to actually part your hair where you want it to be parted. So all of my hair is the back now, and just have these pieces. So we got like one long piece and then sort of whatever these face framing like bang pieces are. And I'm gonna pull so that I get this big chunk first. Same technique actually, it's really not that different. It's when we get to the bang parts that I feel like I'm always very careful because it's very make or break. And honestly, sometimes I leave them like this because I want them to be a little more natural looking and like understated. Like sometimes when you have too much curl going on in your face framing pieces, I feel like it can look a little bit too put together. Like I don't know how to describe it. Here we go, let's attempt one side. I like to be very quick with this because I think less is more. So I go in, twist mostly the bottom away from me, pull it out. And sometimes that's literally it, just to give it the nice little wave. Sometimes I'll do a little more and it'll kind of be like this, but that's it. Less is more, you can always add more, but it's hard to go back if you curl it too much. Facing down. This piece is actually pretty normal. Sometimes you just might get like bits of your bangs in here, but that's all right. Clamp down, pull it very quickly to the end, twist, and that's it. I think I need to curl this one a little more. Be so quick with it because see how fast it curls? So now let's let the hair cool for a minute. It's still warm to the touch. Just let it sit like this. It's not super tightly curled, but let it sit for a minute and cool off. Been maybe 2-3 minutes. Gonna put my fingers under my hair and just start to like finger brush it out. Pull it to the front, kind of like run my fingers through it because I like it to be more loose looking, so I don't really want any super defined curls where you can make out all the hair that I put into one curl, if that makes sense. You kind of want to like blend it all together so it looks a little bit more natural. This is kind of the look we're going for. Last step to seal it in. I honestly rarely do this, but I started using some hairspray when I was on my book tour because I wanted the curls to last, and there was some rainy days too. And whenever my hairstylist does my hair, this is what he does. I just hate the feeling of product in my hair, so it's okay. I'll do it today for you guys. Take my hairspray, any hairspray will work. He told me that the cheap drugstore hairspray is the one that people actually prefer the most. I just got this one at Sephora. I can't really speak on it. Don't know if it's good or not. It's all I've tried. Pull the hair apart. and like try to kind of get in there. If you have, you can kind of see how the volume's already building on this side versus the other, which is another reason why I don't usually do this with my hair. Other side. We've got volume. And then if I ever feel like my hair is just looking a little dry, or I have some frizzy pieces or flyaways, which I often do because I don't blow dry my hair, I'll take a little bit of this oil. I think it's actually a scalp oil. As I'm sure you can tell by this point in the video, I don't actually know what I'm doing with hair. This is just what I do. It's a scalp oil, but any hair oil will do. And I literally take the smallest amount, put it on my fingertips, like not even a pea-sized drop. Then rub it together and just like work it through the ends of my hair. I start at the bottom. You don't wanna like put too much on top, you know, like weigh it down. And then at the very end, with whatever's left on my fingertips, which is not much, I just pull my bangs as if I'm trying to separate them from my face and just like kind of give them a little bit of some moisture or something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, I am by no means a hair professional, and if I could recommend one thing, it'd probably be that you do use a heat protectant, unlike myself. I'll leave a link to all the products that I mentioned in the description box below.